Hello, year one. It is Monday. It is the 18th of January. It is a brand new, fresh week, and I'm here to give you your English lesson. Okay, so we're carrying on our lovely work on traditional tales, and we're carrying on looking at the kind of Goldilocks story, but we've got a really, really exciting week. This is where we start our innovation team. It's where we start innovating, and I love it when we do that. So let's get cracking. So it says, our learning intention today is to innovate the Goldilocks text map. So we're going to be getting our text maps. Okay, now you might have your old text map still. That'll be fantastic if you've still got it at home. If not, please don't panic. All will be revealed. I have some handy bits and bobs on the screen that you can use. So please don't panic. So just like last week, for Monday and for Tuesday, we're just going to have our final practice of our cold spell words. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be looking at key parts of our toolkit in our starter. So for today's starter, you've got the first 5 tricky words again, which is know, of, once, one, and are. And it's very, very important because we're going to be using once in our stories, aren't we? Once upon a time. So we need to get that right. So really, really focus on that one today. So you're going to practice, you're going to look, say, cover, write, check. You know what you're doing. You've done this all of last week and you did a superb job. I saw in the emails, lots of you are improving, lots of you are getting even better, which is truly, truly fantastic. If you think you could challenge yourself a little bit more with these starters on Monday and Tuesday, what you could do is you could write me a sentence with no in it, a sentence with of, a sentence with once, a sentence with one, and a sentence with are. That would be fantastic because that would show me if you understand the meaning of the word as well as being able to spell it. Okay, so pause the video here and get cracking with your starter. Okay, hopefully that's given you enough time to do your starter. If not, remember, you can always pause, you can always rewind the video. Let's look at what we're doing today. So today we're going to be innovating. Okay, it's in our learning intention, innovate. What does that word innovate mean? I've put a little picture there to give you a clue. Okay, it's where we take a text map and we have some post-it notes on top of it. What do we do when we do that? Have a little chat with the person at home. Try and tell them what we do. Okay, so innovation, let's find out, is where we change some parts of the story. So that's what those post-it notes are. Now, you might not have post-it notes at home, but please don't panic. I will tell you exactly what you can do. So it's where we change some parts of the story, but we keep the overall structure the same. We keep some of the characters the same. We keep some of the key events the same, but we just change bits and bobs. And it helps us to continue to learn the story. It helps us to continue to be able to understand it. And it helps us with the structure when we're writing. And then eventually what we'll do is we will change more of it, okay, which will be fantastic. So this is our innovation stage and it's part of our talk for writing. So you may see it like this, okay, and it is where we cover up certain parts of our text map. So the parts that we might change, I've got once upon a time. Now my 3 bears have disappeared. Now that is because we are going to innovate them and we're going to change those characters. So we're not going to have 3 bears, my friends. We could have 3 rabbits. We could have 3 monkeys. Have a little think what you might choose for your new 3 animals. Now remember, part of our toolkit is the fantasy, the magic of something talking. So it needs to be a talking animal. What animal could you choose? Remember, you're going to have a daddy, one of them, a mummy, one of them, and a baby, one of them. So I might choose rabbits. I might have a daddy rabbit, a mummy rabbit, and a baby rabbit. What could you choose? Have a little think. Okay, excellent. I'm sure you've got some really brilliant ideas. I always know year one have the best imaginations. So it says here, we're only going to change some parts. So that's why you can see some of the original pictures from my original text map. I haven't changed too much because if I change too much, I lose the structure. So we're going to change the characters and we might change the things that Goldilocks eats. I've kept Goldilocks the same. She still goes to the house, but it won't be the bear's house anymore. It will be whatever your animals are. Okay. And she sees 3 bowls full of, well, you tell me, what could they be full of? Instead of porridge, they could be 3 bowls full of, well, if mine are rabbits, it could be 3 bowls of salad for my rabbits, because they like to eat their greens, don't they? What could yours be? Okay, excellent work. We're going to keep the chairs exactly the same because it's always nice to have some part of the story. Keep that structure, keep that familiarity there. We might change the beds. Okay, what could you change? She goes upstairs. What else could she try? She might try on 3 coats. And one of the coats might be really stiff and hard. One of them might be super fluffy like a cloud. And one of them might be just right. What else could she try? Excellent. Now these parts here, we don't need to worry too much about because those are just our characters, aren't they? It's Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, Baby Bear. It's Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, Baby Bear. Okay, it's Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, Baby Bear. But we're going to change that bear to another animal. Okay, that's what our innovation is all about. That's what today is all about, is changing the story. So it's a really lovely lesson because there's not too much writing. And it's a lot of kind of drawing and thinking in your head of your innovated story. So this was our text map, and this is the one that we made at school. While you guys were at home, we made one at school, and we're doing exactly the same. So if you pick challenge 1 today, this is what I want you to do. What you could do, if you have the option, you could print this out. By all means, you can print this out and you can have a go. Now, we need to change the title, Goldilocks and the 3. It's not going to be 3 bears anymore if we've changed the animal, is it? So you have to think about what animal you're going to change it to. Goldilocks and the 3 rabbits, mine would be. And then we have our 3 rabbits going here. Everywhere you see the red square, that's where our daddy rabbit or whatever animal you choose is going to go. In the purple is our mummy animal, and in the orange is our baby animal. So if you choose challenge 1, you're just going to change the animal. And then you're going to stick with everything else. You're going to stick with the structure of Goldilocks. So you're still going to have the porridge, still going to have the chairs, still going to have the bed. If you want a bit more of a challenge, so that's challenge 1. Remember, you can pause it now, print it, or you can work on your text map and you could stick some paper over it. Okay. If you've got post-it notes at home, fantastic. If you don't, you can just get a scrap piece of paper and stick it on top. If you're choosing challenge 2, you're going to change the title. You're going to change the animals, and you are going to change the bowls of porridge to bowls of something else. You could have bowls of sweets. You could have bowls of, if you're doing cats, it might be cat food, dog food. What else could it be for your animal? Okay, and remember the colored boxes link together. So the red boxes will always be the daddy animal. The purple boxes will always be the mummy animal, and the orange boxes will always be the baby animal. And then the blue boxes here are for your bowls of whatever you change it to. Bowls of sweets, bowls of salad. If you want a super duper challenge today, this is challenge 3, okay? And you are going to change the title. You're going to change the animals, the daddy animal, the mummy animal, the baby animal. You're going to change the bowls, okay, from bowls of porridge to whatever you like. And you're going to change the beds. What else could there be upstairs in the bear's house that Goldilocks tries? Now remember, it's got to be hard, then it's got to be too soft, and then it's got to be just right. Okay, so think about what could be too hard, what could be too soft, what could be just right. If you need to change these parts, that's okay. But remember, we don't want to change too much. And again, the colored boxes all link. The red is still the daddy, the purple is still the mummy, the orange is still the baby, whatever animal you choose. The blue boxes are going to be your new bowls of whatever. The green boxes are your beds. Okay, and they link to the different parts of the text map. Remember, if you have the option to print, you can, and you can fill in the lovely boxes. If you don't panic. You can go back to your text map Get some more scrap paper, stick it over the top. If you don't have glue, don't panic. You might use sellotape. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. You can just place it on top to cover it. You will know how you can achieve this. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with for your innovated stories. Get cracking, team.